exclusive access to information documents showed that not only was Marco Mendicino completely lying when he said the police asked him to invoke the Emergencies Act upon the convoy to Ottawa because of violent conspiracy theories, but rather police had informed him exactly the opposite, that the convoy was peaceful. Even internal emails from Mendicino's own staff called the convoy peaceful and not disruptive to the operations of government whatsoever.
There's a real danger in trivializing and diminishing exactly what's going on here. And we have good reason to be concerned about that. That unified and focused message is one of concern, and I think does shed light on the ideological motivations of those who are prepared to move beyond just demonstrations and crossing into different conduct which would be illegal.
So then it's your conclusion.
It's certainly, I think, the conclusion of many individuals and Canadians who are taking a look at social media, and it's extremely concerning.
Marco Mendicino, the Minister of Public Safety, knew he couldn't keep that lie going. Yes, that lie was a bridge too far, even for misinformation Marco, because the police had emailed him and told him previously there were no violent conspiracies happening within the truckers' convoy to Ottawa that spent nearly 4 weeks in the nation's capital protesting remaining COVID mandates completely peacefully. That is, until such time as the Liberals got violent. They invoked the Emergencies Act, a law meant for Pearl Harbor level or 9/11 style acts of war on the homeland, upon the truckers and their bouncy castles and their street parties and their shinny hockey games and their pop-up homeless shelters. Why? Because the truckers disagreed with Trudeau politically. That's it. That's what made them ISIS terrorist financiers, bank accounts seized, sent to jail. And how did Mendicino justify doing those things to civilians who had the audacity to simply disagree with his boss, Justin Trudeau? Well, he said the police asked for the tools to make peaceful protests illegal, to seize assets and imprison political adversaries for minor crimes. Look at this.
We were following the advice of various levels of law enforcement. We invoked the act because it was the advice of nonpartisan professional law enforcement.
Only after police told us that they needed this special power.
The Minister of Public Safety violated the civil liberties of Canadians, and he did it all based on lies. And he knew it. He should be fired, removed from his role as Public Safety Minister. If you agree that his lies are disqualifying to him, please sign and share my friend David Menzies' petition at firemendicino.com. And on that website, you can help fund David's Jumbotron truck that we're taking to the streets of Toronto. Mendicino, he hates trucks, so we got him one of his own. Now, I can tell you that the police told Mendicino in writing, in an email, that the convoy was peaceful, not violent. And then Mendicino's own staff later confirmed those details. Let me show you. These are documents from Mendicino's own ministry. Public Safety. It starts right off on page 1 with Public Safety Canada really wanting the convoy to go a certain way, which it didn't. Public Safety circulates the Global News Canada's January 6th story on January 25th, talking about how Public Safety will then get roped into government response, even though the RCMP and CSIS were already tracking the convoy and dealing with it on their end. Now, that Global News story was written by 2 bailout journalists who had never talked to the convoy, but did the hard news work of trolling Facebook pages for things that offended the 2 of them about the convoy. Anyway, look at this. February 1st, page 18, the RCMP update the government on the convoy, and they talk about how the organizers are working with police, trying to keep the lanes of traffic open, and they're telling the truckers to work with police and officials. Here it is. In a live update posted to the Freedom Convoy 2022 Facebook page, organizers mentioned the following: trying to get trucks organized, working with Ottawa City Police to make sure lanes are available for emergency vehicles to get through every intersection. Ask truckers to be compliant. Ask to move to open a lane of traffic. Running around the city, trying to let the police department know they're acting in good faith and working with them. Urges to keep patient, work with law enforcement. No violence or threats of violence. Do not take anger out on police officers or fellow officers. Let's go to page 26. This is an email from Derek Traherne, who works as the Director General in the Government Operations Center for Public Safety Canada. So this is a Public Safety Canada email. No violence took place in the national capital region, despite national protest for a wide variety of causes. Overall assessment, the majority of the event was peaceful. Since most government employees are working remotely, the disruption to government activities is so far minor. So not only were the protests completely peaceful, they didn't even disrupt the government in its efforts to do whatever the government does each and every day with everybody else's money. And that's an email from Marco Mendicino's office to dozens of other people in law enforcement and within Public Safety Canada. Mendicino's own staff were saying the convoy was peaceful. While Marco Mendicino was in the media telling lies, the guy is pathological. If you agree with me that Marco Mendicino is a liar unworthy of the position he holds, please sign my friend David Menzies' petition at firemendicino.com, and please be sure to watch for the truck we got him, just especially for him. And if you'd like to offset the cost of getting Mendicino a truck of his own, please consider making a donation at that same website, firemendicino.com. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Marco Mendicino hates trucks. That's why we got him one of his own. It's a big, beautiful Jumbotron truck, and it has taken to the streets of Toronto to tell the world just how many times the public safety minister, Marco Mendicino, has lied about innocent Canadians whose only crimes were disagreeing with his boss, Justin Trudeau. If you'd like to support the billboard truck and sign our petition, please visit firemendicino.com.